on our radar is BLS International. Now, this is a company which provides visa services and therefore has been a big beneficiary of the pickup in travel and tourism across the globe. So the company's revenue growth has been very strong. FY23, the company clocked in a growth of close to about 78.5%. But very recently, one of the promoters, Shikhar Aggarwal, sold about 2.7% of his stake in the company. This happened last week. So to talk more about that and the recent order win, we're now joined by the company's joint MD, Shikhar Aggarwal, on the show now. Shikhar, morning, and thank you very much for joining in. First, the question on the promoter stake sale. What was the reason for the stake sale? Do you have more? Does the promoter intend to bring their stake down even further?
Yeah. So basically, what happened was certain marquee investors, institutions were very keen to be part of the growth story of the company. So they were seriously looking at block transactions. So that is why we provided the opportunity. This, in my opinion, reflects the trust and positive thought process about the company's future growth prospects. So it's a couple of marquee investors. As of now, the promoters have no intention of selling further stake.
So what's the promoter holding now, and who were the marquee investors who came on board?
See, promoter holding now has reduced by around 2%, so it should be in the range of 71 to 72%. I need to check the exact number. Due to confidentiality, since we cannot name the investors, but there were certainly marquee investors who have invested in the company.
But the promoter holding is still very high, right? At 71, 72%. So if your intent is to bring more investors on board, then, over the medium term, would the promoter be open to bringing their stake down further? Is there any kind of a minimum shareholding that you want to make sure that the promoters have?
No, as of now, there is no intention of bringing down any shareholding. As I said, certain marquee investors really wanted to be part of the growth story of the company. So that is why I provided them a block opportunity.
Sure.
Okay, got that. Shikhar, thanks for joining us. Have you been approached by any investors right now that, want to pick up a significantly big stake in the company? Has there been anything of that sort so far?
See, as a part of a regular investor engagement, we continuously meet on different fund and investors, and definitely, seeing the growth prospects of the company. All the funds are actively looking at investment in the company. There has been a good increase in FII's holding of the company. So definitely, as a part of investor engagement, we meet funds and investors every quarter and on a regular ongoing basis. But there is no intention of selling any stake as of now.
Okay, got that. Just one question, we have been discussing this entire TCS, which was initially, applied. Initially, we thought it's going to be on all overseas spends. It was then clarified. Have you seen any kind of slowdown on account of that? I know it's just about a week old, this news, but any kind of impact that you've seen of that?
See, for us, around 10% of our revenue comes from India, 90% comes from global tourists, So for us, there is no major impact. We have not seen any impact, and we do not foresee any impact because of this policy on our revenue.
Okay. Can we talk then about the recent order win? Spain, you were providing consular services, to the Spanish government. And now that contract has been extended. Can you give us some contours of this, the contract now? For how many years will you be providing visa consular services to Spain? And what will the volumes look like? Because now you will also be providing for some national travel.
Correct. So see, for Spanish government, we have been providing visa services in the year 2016, with presence in more than 40 countries and operating more than 122 application centers. So there was, as the contract had expired, there was a retender in which we were successful at winning the contract at a higher service charge than before. So now the contract is also again for another 5-year duration. Annually, we were processing around 2 million applications annually. Now, additional category of national visa has been added to this outsourcing. That we do not know the exact numbers, but we foresee 15 to 20% increase in application volume because of this new category. So, and in this contract, there is also a host variety of value-added services that we've been offering, like premium lounges, mobile biometric, SMSs, couriers that have been outsourced, in addition to new services like translations and tourist services. So we expect the revenue for the company to definitely increase because of this again win from the Spanish government, which also reiterates our commitment to the government and their commitment to the services that we have provided over the last 6 years, which I feel that they are happy with.
Okay, but Shikhar, how much do you expect it to increase by? What is the revenue that you could see on account of this project alone, on account of this new contract by the Spanish government? And also, in order to expand, like you said, are you going to have to, create new offices in Spain? What is the kind of investment that you're looking at here?
Correct. So see, already the revenue that comes from this contract for us is part of our revenue. So we will definitely expect a certain increase on that in terms of the new category that has been awarded. We will definitely be opening offices in newer regions of Latin America, and we are changing our offices, expanding them in line with the new volumes that are expected. So definitely there will be an increase in volume and revenue for the company because of this new contract.
Broadly, what's the revenue contribution from the services that you provide in Spain right now?
So we work for the Spanish government in 40 countries. I think around 30 to 35% would be the revenue contribution of this contract. But definitely, now our target is, with the outsourcing of national category, as a whole, the revenue of the company is increasing because of addition of new contracts like Germany, Poland, in Manila, Cebu, Thailand, couple of others. So I expect the revenue contribution over the next few years from this contract to decline a little bit because the overall revenue of the company is increasing.
But right now it contributes 20-25% to your top line.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So it's an important geography for you. Thank you very much, Shikhar, for joining in. That's the promoter telling us that he expects volumes from the services that they provide in Spain to go up by 15 to 20%, because now there is a new category of national visas which they will be providing in certain value-added services. They will be opening up new offices. The reason for the recent promoter stake was to bring some marquee investors on board. Didn't disclose the name of the marquee investors, but that's the reason the promoters have no intent to further pare down their holding. It currently stands at 71 to 72%. Get into a break on that note. We'll come back with more on the markets.